Yes, Brandy was definitely in the news because she revealed that she has a new memoir that's out. And in her memoir, she revealed that she feels like she was being groomed by a member of Boys to Men. His name is Wanye Morris. You know, the one that was always over-singing everybody.
What?
The Beyonce of Boys to Men. Yeah, Boys to Men was allegedly turning girls to ladies. So she is saying that she wanted to be down, but not that way. So according to Brandy, Wanye took her under the wing as like a mentor. He was, you know, tapping in with her when she was like 15. And by the time she was 16, she was losing her virginity. He was 22. The memoir is out. And also a clip resurfaced of Wanye in an interview in which he said, I don't know what she talking about, that she was old enough to get it. And that's a quote. So the question is, why was the great culture or the grooming culture or older men and younger women, why was that so okay back in the day? And also, what do y'all feel about some of the backlash that Brandy is getting? Because there's people that were saying, you know, maybe Brandy was a little fast. If you listen to the lyrics, she did say she wanted to be down. She did say she's young, but she's wise enough to know. So it's like, were you?
But so this is an unpopular opinion, I think, but I'm gonna always say this, and I mean it, and I dated older men or guys at that age. Like you said, I think it depends on like how you are. So like at 15, 16, my boyfriend was definitely 5 years older than me, had apartments, cars, I had a job, I'm working with them. I'm getting them jobs. Like we moved.
Was fast.
I was like, I wasn't fast because I kept the one boyfriend.
That's what old people call it.
Fast. But what I'm saying is I wasn't groomed. You know what I'm saying? Like the guy I was with was not a groomer in any kind of way. We was cool. We was people before. We was just friends. You know what I'm saying? It was regular. But I've known girls that were sharp in their mind and they were groomed by a predator as, you know what I'm saying, person that's like, oh, she goofy as I'm gonna get it. And then they treating her is a different thing. So back then it was very normal. Like it really was. And I don't care what nobody say. And guess what? I don't have no bad stories. And and then people used to be like, oh, what about when you have a daughter? I had a daughter and she dealt with stupid boys, bro. And so when she was 17, I would have rather her be with a 23-year-old that would have treated her right than some of these 17-year-olds that wasn't. So I just think that it depends on the person. But if she feel like she got groomed and he took advantage, he might have. But I know me at 16, ain't nobody taking advantage of me. I knew what I mean. That just was that. That was
they was in that beeper.
That beeper, like, what's up?
I definitely think Wanye knew what he was doing though too. So it's like, because there's a lot of people, and oftentimes it's mainly men that are in power positions, and they use their position to kind of take advantage of women. And that's 100% what he's doing. Like, she's 15. Right. He's like having regular check-ins with. It's like, come on, dog. Like, all right, I understand if you trying to coach her up or whatever. Because there are people that are genuine mentors to younger people and all that other stuff. You got nieces, nephews, whatever. You want to coach them up. That's cool. But he knew what he's doing in this particular position. You feel what I'm saying? And then also with the whole she's old enough to get it. And there was also in Essence saying how when it would be done or whatever, that he would say, "Yo, my girlfriend is 16," and he was 22 at the time. It's like, come on, man, you know better than that.
I mean, honestly, though, a lot of us, and when we think about, first of all, I want to say this is the generation of accountability. Like, we're not going to have the same barbecues and cookouts that we used to because we was having a good time because a lot of us was lying. We wasn't talking about uncle that got the touching problem. Y'all wasn't talking about certain. And this generation is not sweeping nothing under the rug. They don't sweep and they don't brush their teeth. They want to know everything. They want the hard, funky truth. I want to say that. And in saying that, I do want to realize that a lot of us come from sexual assault, or like my grandmother was very, I don't know the age gap, but it was substantial to where my grandfather had children that were not that much younger than my grandmother. Oh. So it's like and I'm a product of that. It's like my mother is one of like 10 children. And this is not a story that's like abnormal. I remember my friend was telling me that she got into an argument with one of her homegirls because she was telling her this love story of how her grandfather saw her grandmother doing laundry in a laundromat and just whisked her away and got married. She was like 13 and he was like 28 or something. I don't know the gap, but it was just like, girl, that's not a love story. Right. So again, it was a different time. So it's just like, what do we do? Do we allow that to just be the time that it was and just keep it pushing? Or do we allow people like Brandy to work through that? Because it's like you said, maybe she was hot and ready and she said it in the lyrics. But maybe now she thinking.
You gotta reflect. I think when you I think too, like when you have kids or when you just get older, sometimes you reflect back. So that's what I'm saying. When I reflect back, like I don't reflect back and ever be like, oh my God, I got like taken advantage of. I don't have that experience with the older people I dealt with. But when I hear her, I feel like she genuinely is like, yo, I'm looking back now, like that was not what I thought it was. So, like, again, I just think it's case by case. You can look back and know some people was out to, like you said, he knew what he was doing. And some people, it just, you know what I'm saying? There are real love stories. There are people that just meet and there's an age gap. That's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? But
exactly. I'm with you.
My husband was 10 years older than me, bro.
And we were 16.
And no, not at that time. Not what I meant. But what I'm saying is like,
but the numbers don't change.
The numbers don't change.
And 26 and 26 and 36.
You get what I'm saying? Like age gaps are age gaps.
I guess the mentality does change.
You should venture them gaps when you're a certain age. Like when you're 16 and you're 20. Nah.
But what I'm saying is sometimes you don't know.
Listen, my daughter is 25. I would not date a 25-year-old.
Right.
I mean, you should.
No,
how would you feel if she came home?
Well, that's been my age dating.
Oh no, I know, but I agree.
What I'm saying, I mean, in the same aspect, what I'm saying is, I'm not dating somebody 5 years my senior. It's a senior.
You're elder. You're senior.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
No, you're 5 years. They're elder.
Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Like I'm not. No.
Y'all too.
It looks weird.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Like,
100%.
No, that's all I ever did.
The other thing too, you probably know, like when we were kids, like when you're in school and the girls in your grade are dealing with the guys that are older, it was always like we in school and the girl in your class, she's dating the hustler. You know what I'm saying? That graduated.
That was me. I was getting picked up.
Yeah, like
they walking home and I'm like, oh, they conversation.
That was me. We be, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, damn, you can't even holler at shorty because she dealing with, homeboy.
Y'all wasn't ready yet.
Nah, but it's just,
I ain't gonna hold you. When I used to witness,
we wasn't ready yet. That's crazy.
I used to witness that. And I got out of junior high school.
Right.
And I used to go back around. I'd be like, what? Don't even look right.
Right.
Why was... Because we look completely different now. Now we look older. They look wild, younger.
Yeah.
You can't be picking up at high school and you look crazy.
But they were doing it.
That's what he's saying. Even your boo. He's saying even coming back a year later, he's like, I look different. I feel different. I'm not a senior anymore. Whatever. He's saying that he felt different. So he's saying that
it's like awkward.
When I see pictures of myself, I be like, damn, I look like a baby.
They look like babies.
That's what I'm saying. When I see pictures of myself, I'm like, wow, I really look like a baby. Like, I saw a picture of me at 15 where I thought I was grown. I had like a little like Pepe G shirt, couldn't tell me that. And I'm looking like, I look like a baby. What grown man or what older boy? Because I was the same thing. When I was 15, I had like an 18-year-old boyfriend. I remember when I was 17 thinking I'm talking to somebody 22. But now I have a 16-year-old daughter and I'm like, I'll kill somebody.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
I'll definitely kill
100%.
Like, I don't, because my daughter is really like a teenager though. She's really like a real 16-year-old. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm raising like a Disney character.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. Like, I don't want my daughter, like, there's certain, she could date, like how I was dating. But them guys ain't gonna talk to her because it's just not even the same. But that's the other thing I'm saying. Like, it wasn't like I'm meeting guys and we're meeting them like you're pulling up at high school. Or let's just even talk about I'm 20. Like, I was like,
pulling up at high school.
No, but what I'm saying is, so those are the predator guys.
Yeah.
I'm saying then I might just be 20, 21, and I'm out at something. We just kicking it. I've been talking to you for 3 hours. I get your number, especially back then. You ain't on Instagram. It's nothing. It might be 5 days before I'm like, how old is you? Like now we're already done. Like, now you start being like, we gonna just kick it. Now you just kick it.
That's a vibe. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
So that's what I'm trying to say.